Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 10, and here we are. We are up on the bridge of my capital vessel overlooking the planets, and I can't remember what the planet's called. Quino. Looks like there's a moon as well. Just have a quick look to see what's actually on the planet. Just going to hook that. We've got iron, cobalt, estrum, zirconium and promethium. Now, I'm looking at this planet for two reasons. One, I want the rare resources, but also I'm looking at it as a potential base. Although looking from above, I can see ice patches there. So this may not be the ideal planet I'm thinking it should be. Anyway, so let's just get up on top. Now, I'm not going to take the capital vessel down because this capital vessel doesn't really have the capability to defend itself. It doesn't have a force field. And that's something I do need to work on going forward. Well, I could energize the shield, but well, we'll see how it goes. And then now the one thing I do want to do before we leave is supplies and meds. Fridge. Let's see where. Take some of those just in case. Take some canned veg, and we'll take some meat burgers. I think that would be enough. Maybe some pizzas. That should be enough for what I want to do, because I don't really want to be on too much of a hostile patrol here. All I want to do is literally find out what's going on. Got no oxygen. I actually got a feeling that this planet actually has an atmosphere. So the question is moon or planet? We'll go for planet. What we're going to do is go down, have a quick look round, see what's there, see if there's if it's suitable as a planet for a base. I mean, if it isn't, what we will do is go back to Satora, but we might go back via Cantier or the asteroid. I mean, we could go that way. We go to this asteroid field, although it says there's only iron, copper and gold in it. But we're focused on this planet at the moment. Now, I am expecting a fairly hostile reception, because whenever you go away from the starter planet, these other planets tend to be a little bit more infested with Xerax and especially drones. So we're just going to have to see. We're coming down. Where are we? Wow. We're right between two sets of Xerax territory. That doesn't bode well as a potential base. Looks like there's something there. Just drop down here. Right, we found some ruins. Not particularly like that. An old oil tank. That looks very much like a crashed ship. Satellite wreck. And there's the ubiquitous drone now. I don't want to waste any ammunition. Probably just going to crash into the water. Hopefully the water won't be too deep. I mean, oh great, where is he? I think I can just see smoke above the water here. About there. I can also hear I don't want to spend too long at this. It says I should be right. Oh, there he is. Well, we'll take the minigun ammunition. Right, which direction we're going to go now? Doubt very much that there's going to be anything really worth picking up from this. Where's the... I think we can go east for the moment, because we should... I mean, how big is this planet? It's fairly large, but it's compatible with the starter planet. I mean, I'd much prefer a slightly larger planet for a base, but we'll keep going. We'll just see what's to the north and east of us. As I say, what I'm really after is the Estrum and Zircosium and Promethium, of course, because I'm still suffering from a power shortage. So, well, there's a lot to the north of us, so we'll keep going north at the moment. Actually, this alright, we're in Polaris to just had a sudden thought. I just want to do a little bit of a health check on my ship. Wow. I mean, that drone didn't get a strike on us. Is this left over from another battle? Ooh. Let me just have a quick look round. Underneath. The blocks are good. I mean, I've got a few blocks I can do. Sort of. Oh, still a block there. And of course the weather's turned bad now. We're in the middle of a storm. That means that visibility is going to be terrible. We may not be able to see what the heck we're doing, which isn't going to help. Okay, this is just pure Polaris by the look of it, but we can fly over it and see what we can find. Okay, this is Polaris security. So I was hoping that often in Polaris you get a Promethium deposit, but obviously not in this one. So where's the... yeah, the sun is catching up. Actually, if I just show you something, this planet, the rotation is changed, so there's much more sunlight down in the south than in the north. So really what we need to do is go southwest. This is southeast. And my radar's stopped again. I think I've definitely got... I'm pretty sure that the reason the HUD radar is stopping is because I've been getting a lot of error reports on this, and I think that there is a bit of a conflict between the fact that I started this playthrough on 10.5 and I'm now using 10.6 experimental. I mean, the horizon's working, but you can see that the compass at the top of the HUD is not, and that's the second time I've actually had that happen, which is a little bit confusing because at the moment I'm flying south, but at the top there it says east. And considering I'm flying across empty territory looking for things, so maybe this is a good time to talk about what I'm going to be doing when... oh, abandoned mine, great. I have been wondering about what I'm going to be doing when 10.6 hits the stable branch. This is bound to be protected by drones. Do I want to spend time? No, I think we're going to bypass that. Yeah, so I do have a bit of a dilemma because the 10.6 update is going to be very much focused on the HUD and CPU. And I really do want to explore the CPU, but at the same time I'm very much aware, and I've had a couple of comments in the past when I've restarted, people have said, well, you know, I'm fed up of seeing you. Oops, we found the... we found the patrol vessel. Oh, great. Yeah, people have posted comments saying about, you know, that you start over and we have this endless cycle where I spend lots of time running around the starter planet. So what I have been doing is looking at Project Eden. But at the same time, I am also a little bit aware that that could be a long journey. There we are. Right, I've just had another internal error pop up. What is that to that direction? Oh, there it is. Ah, got him. I'm not exactly too sure what he was doing. I mean, he's not defending. He wasn't defending anything. Was he just a random patrol? Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I am looking at maybe doing a Project Eden just so that I've got a bit of a different start compared to the normal starter planet. But I'm very much aware that the very hard option where you start on a desolate planet has been already done by Spange, and so I mean I don't want to labour this too much. What I will say is I'm open to suggestions about a possible way forward and what to do. I'm also aware of the fact that the devs have confirmed that Alpha 11 isn't far away, so I don't really want to commit to a really big, long duration playthrough. Maybe Project Eden is the way forward, but what I will say is that I think the guy, apologies, I can't remember who actually created Project Eden, said that he does intend to update it for 10.6. There's part of me says that I would like to wait for him to actually do that as well. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's just get back to what I'm doing. Right, we found an engine compartment that's bound to be defended by drones. No Prometheum here though, is there? Okay, we're actually inside of Xerex territory. Oh, maybe this isn't one of my better ideas. Where I was talking, I've actually wandered into Xerex territory. I think this might be... Wow, why is the ship so sluggish? Is the gravity higher than normal here? Or is this just the effect of the aerodynamics in 10.6? Of course, we're now in a radiated fog, so I can't see anything at all. And we're getting another internal error. Right, we found an Estrum deposit. And of course, it's got to be inside Xerex territory. This could be interesting. Let's just go out over the water. And I'm just gonna drop down. Now there's bound to be drones here. So we're going to have to be a little bit circumspect. I think what we're going to do is hit F6 so that I can see the visibility is bad enough. Right, so we're right on the edge of Xerex territory. Come on, there's got to be drones here. Nah, you're kidding me. Okay, there's not drones, there's got to be patrols. I'm just a little bit worried because I've just got the feeling this could be an ambush. Okay. Thrusters on. Actually, I'm going to leave the thrusters on just in case we need a quick getaway here. I'm very, very twitchy about this, to be honest. Okay. Double tab. Right, this is a medium Estrum deposit. We're going to go down and see what we can grab as quickly as possible. There we are. It's a nice green texture of Estrum. And I've got another internal error. Right, I'm still going at the moment, and I'm not sure how much I can actually get more of this. My ship is filling up quite heavily, and there's still a fair amount left. So we're just gonna pick up a little bit more. You can see I've still got 80% Estrum left, so there's a great big pile of it here. But I'm not going to be able to get all of it. So we're just going to... And I've just got another internal error occurred. That's about the fourth one I've had since I've been mining through here. So the game is definitely not happy about what I'm doing. And let's have a quick look. Yeah, I mean, we're getting very close to maximum capacity, so I think that's probably enough there. Hopefully we're going to be able to take... Oh, it's very sluggish, very sluggish. So just level off. That is it. We need some food as well. Just break the connection. We're not going to pick up much more. Fridge. Let's just have a pizza. What we're going to do is see if we can get some height and do a bit of a high fly over Xerax territory. I'm really struggling to climb at the moment. Maybe if we fly forward and up, we're gaining altitude a lot higher. So it goes to show that the aerodynamics does have an effect. Heavy rain. We're just gonna, because I can't really see what's on the ground, which doesn't help matters very much. I'm just going to keep flying over this way. Wow, got a fortress level 4. Yeah, well, we're certainly not going to tangle with that. And there's 3... Okay, height, attack. Get out of here. Yeah, that is definitely a POI for a hover tank. Right, it says there's 4 resources out this way, and it should be outside of Xerax territory as well, so we could be okay. Let's fly this way. I do wonder, what is the gravity on this planet? 1.1. So it's not an excessively high gravity. Right. We're just going to keep flying this way. Right, it says wherever it is to the north. Let's have a quick check. That's it, in that direction. So actually looks like we got more Polaris territory that way. Kind of inclined to fly towards the north and see what this is. Right, well, we got Estrum, more Estrum, another large Estrum deposits. Are you defended by drones? And we found a cobalt deposit. That's pretty useful. Another one. They're not defended by drones. That's surprising. Famous last words. Ah. The cobalt is, because I can't see the boogers. Where are you? Let's just turn off that. I'm not really interested in mining cobalt, but I wouldn't mind killing a drone just for the fun of it. There he is. Gotcha. Oh, right, we just pancaked because I don't have the thrusters to counter the drop. Oh, wow, there's a patrol on the ground. You're not in Xerax territory. Okay. Oh, okay, you're gonna play, not playing fair, are you? That's not very sporting. There's a guy there. I don't know what they think they're going to do with shotguns. Always so blooming difficult to see them though. It's definitely Oops, just shot an alien insect. Lack of anything to do. Well, oops. Click the wrong one. So this planet has random direct patrols. That's a bit antisocial. Right, I think there's somebody there. Oops. Scrap him. You're the laser guy. Yes, we'll take the laser ammunition. Anyone else here? But I did kill him, so we'll take his resources as well. Repair. I'm just gonna. Yeah, the armor glass in the front took a little bit of damage, but we're okay. I think that patrol. Oh no, no, they are. Oops. You want to play rough? I'll come in and play rough. Right, we better get the drone first because that's been here for a little while. The laser Xerox got some more ammunition for the laser rifle. That's very much appreciated. I'm getting a little bit of salami. Salami can be a little bit useful at the moment because it will mean that I can use that to make is it pizza? And we've got a sandwich. And well, not the one of the world's greatest halls, but the game's just going to just make sure the ship is in tip-top position. Yeah, we've taken damage on the front here. And make sure these are okay, everything's okay. Anything else on this side? Yeah, we're okay, we're good. Wow, I think maybe it's time we went back to the capital vessel and offloaded this stuff, I presume. But I think we can probably do it in a way that will allow us to do a bit more exploration. So we've got Estrum, Cobalt, and I think it says there's something to the northwest, so we need to try and gain some height, so maybe we're just keep going towards the west and see if we can pick up anything else before we get back up into space. While we're at it, do some reloading. So we're over Talon territory, so I'm guessing what is showing on the radar to the west is actually Talon buildings, but we'll have a bit of a swipe over the top of them just to make sure. Yeah, so wow, we've got a whole raft of Talon here. And we found a small outpost just down there, and the settlement. Yep, so this is very much Talon territory. I mean, how many deposits have I got down here? So we got 6 iron, 4 cobalt, 12 estrum, and 7 zirconium, and 6 promethium. I mean, this is a pretty rich planet in its own way. What's that over there? Let me just... Oh, we found a junkyard. I mean, it... And of course it's been defended again. Aha, got you this time. Then we shot them down. Oh. We'll just slide in here. And oops, cutting the grass at the moment. Actually, I'm just very much aware that I'm loading myself down incredibly. Where's his mate? I mean, we could check this out. Area hound. He's between the two, so we land here. And it's gonna try to thrust us off. And we'll take the helmet off. We don't. Right, it's just. Grab that. Sheep. We'll just salvage that just to get rid of it. Get out of the way. Oh, so don't have the jetpack on. Anything in here? Wow, we're certainly gonna. Nightshade. Nightshade doesn't have that much space either, so we have to be a little bit careful here. Fuel tank, 208. Only going to take that. Oxygen, 180. Won't take any oxygen. I'm just going to grab that. Going to keep an eye on the radar. I mean, junkyard doesn't have that much in it. Switch on main power first. I'll probably just. A quick and see what we got in here. Some food. I'm just going to gather everything up and then we'll sort it out afterwards. Well, we're not going to run out of food if nothing else. Got a plant. Yeah, it's not going to win any awards. Access locker, 10 rounds. And full, cannot pick up. Okay, well I think we're definitely overloaded now. Right, what we'll do is we'll shove this in here and the meds and Nightshade B. Right, that means we should be able to pick up the carbon substrate. As though I really wanted carbon substrate. Don't really need electronics as well. What there is down over here is something that I do want, and that is this turret where we'll just can't. When we can't actually pick it up, but we're getting these resources. Yeah, so we've got some electronics. Just grab these as well. I think that's about it. And now it's time to get out of here as quickly as possible. Thrusters. We need to get off the ground, and this is going to be very slow and very painful. Right, let's just get up into space. I've definitely got to offload now. Now, I know some of you may say that I should be converting this Zestrum, but one of the problems is that if I flip to here and go in here, you'll see that the SV constructor doesn't have the ability to convert Estrium into ingots, which is a little bit annoying. Well, it's taken us a long time to get here, but we're just about to get into orbit. The ship is really struggling to deal with this weight. Hopefully, once we get into orbit, we will get a bit more speed. Of course, the next thing we're going to need to do is try and find the super toaster. It should be in that direction. There it is. Of course, what we're going to do is align to the plane in space. Now, for some reason, we don't seem to have the same plane as the super toaster, which probably means I didn't level it properly before I left. So we're going to have to try and get an orientation to this now. Oh, we got a little bit better orientation, so we're just going to get over the top. Nope. And we're going to have to kind of try and roll our way in on like this. Just roll slightly this way, but the trouble is the thrusters aren't always true when you do this. I'm just going to drop down. And here we are. We are back to the super toaster. And so oops, we better put the helmet back on. And the first thing we're going to need to do is get a link to the super toaster. And I'm just going to drop all that in there. And the rest of this can go in personal supplies. Leave the ammunition. Player. That can go there, and that can go to the player as well for the moment. And actually, what we'll do is do it this way round. It's just as easy. That can go in there. 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 That can drop that off. Now, I didn't get a vast amount of resources, but I think we did fairly well with that raid. Would really have wanted to do some more, get more Estrium and Zircosium. Why are those thrusters on? Okay, I left the thrusters on. Bit of a fail there. How's the fuel situation then? Fuel situation is not brilliant. And just get down inside the ship. And don't know why I'm walking around with the gun on. And I think just to wind the video up, we're just go in and check the harvest. That's still growing. The grain's grown. The tomatoes are grown. The peppers. We've got some honey. Of course, the mushrooms grow really quickly. And what we got over here? Plant protein, plant vegetables. So we got a pretty good crop here. Of course, this is still growing. Some grain here, and some more tomatoes. So all in all, we've got pretty good harvest from there. I think we've got more than enough food and resources to be going on with. We've got a pile of meat and everything there. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. I'm open to suggestions about the next project. I mean, feel free to chuck in the comments what you'd like to see. If you want me to start again on a starter planet with CPU enabled, I'm quite happy to do that. If you think that maybe it could be fun to do the Eden project once it's been upgraded to 10.6, feel free to suggest a possible start. I mean, I'm open to suggestions anyway. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.